Hello YouTube, this is Hoza121. I am going to update my deck that I made the last time. I went to the card shop today and got the last cards I need, except for two fauna shamans. I would like to get two fauna shamans. I'm sure if I will. I mean, they're okay cards. They're just in here. I'm just going to put them in the deck to get the Joraga Warcallers out of the deck faster. And I know some people have been saying I should run Vengevine. I would like to run Vengevine, I just don't have the money for it. And it's like Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't have the money for that either for some of my other decks. But let's get right into it. Look at the mana base. Yeah, I know I mispronounced a lot of the cards last time. Somebody already commented on that and told me that. I'm going to try and correct that. I have 4 Oran-Rief. Still been debating about making this to 1 or 2 and then using a basic land because just to me it seems to be a little bit better. Then we have 14 basic forest. I know some of these look pretty old and of hollow. I'm a big fan of old and hollow, especially this one. My unhinged forest, I love this one. And just constantly old and hollow forest. Most of my forests, actually my older ones, are made by John Avon, my favorite artist. And let's look at the creatures and other spells of the deck. We'll start on the 1-drops. We have Joraga Treespeaker, four Arbor Elf, 4 Llanowar Elf, 4. I'm not sure if you can say this is a 1-drop or not, because you're mostly going to want to multi-kicker him as many times as possible. Or Joraga Warcaller. The only 2-drop of the deck is Nessia's Chosen. I finally got my 4th one. On the last video I said I was going to pick my 4th one. I finally got to do that today. I didn't get to go to the card shop like I planned on, but I finally got to go to it today. Then we have 4 Elvish Archdruids. I do use a lot of multiples of 4 in this deck just to get them better. And then we have 3 Earthseas, which is personal favorite. He helps protect against all kinds of cards. A new addition to the deck, the Greenweaver Druid. 3 mana cost for a 1/1. So you see the 1/1. That produces 2 mana. Tap it for 2 mana. Another one I got 2 more of these. I ordered 4 holographic ones. I'm not for sure if I want to holographic or foil, whichever one call them. I'm not for sure if I want it to sideboard or actually main deck 2 more. I'm still debating on some cards I already got. It's just if I do that, I will make another video update. This card, I like the quest for renewal just because if you're Llanowar Elf and all my other mana tapping elves, put this, I play this on turn 2. Probably by turn 4, I've already got my elves toward the point where they're automatically untapping at each other player's untap step. Strength of still can't say this card very well. Let me see if I can pronounce it. Here we go. We'll try and pronounce it. I butchered the names very bad. Tajuru, strength of Tajuru. I'm sorry I can't pronounce them. I know. I've been trying to work on them, and I know before moving on. I know before in the first deck list I only had 2 Genesis Waves. I decided now the deck can actually support 3. The only time this deck has lost was 1 time so far, and that's when I drew 3 Genesis Waves in my first hand. It was actually the first game this thing was played, and I drew an Eldrazi Monument. This was my opening hand along with 3 elves. So I pretty much got effed over. So I had to mulligan twice actually, which left me with only 5 cards. But still, deck just need to shuffle better. Still, but 3 Genesis waves, you can easily get out a lot of cards with these, especially in this elf deck. Late game and sometimes early game. Eldrazi Monument. Like I said, some people tell me I should run 3. Person don't have the money for them. I've only got the 2. I'll probably just stick with the 2 anyways, because I mean I know they're not. I'm not trying to make this an Eldrazi green, like some people have, like base the whole elf deck around getting these out and just start attacking with them. Or like Vengevines. I can't do that. I don't have the money. And then we have the 3 foil Nissa Revane, which I love these cards. Alright, now moving on to the sideboard. Brittle Effigy. Brittle Effigy. Because this deck is highly susceptible to flying, 3 Earthy Archers. That way I get my to block a little bit. I have 3 Tajuru. I still can't pronounce this, guys. Tajuru Preservers, whatever you want to call them. I don't freaking care. I can't pronounce the names. Shoot me. Another Earthy Renegade leader. 2 Leyline of Vitality. Well, my bad. I ran 4 of them in the sideboard. My bad. I just realized I just changed that a couple minutes ago. Not 4 of them, 3 of them. I just changed them. I just put 3. I had 4. I took 1 out for the Earthy again. I was running 4. I went to 3. I took them out of the main deck just in case for some reason you do need these cards. I don't know. I just like them. I think mostly because of Valakut. These cards work very well against Valakut. And then another card good against Valakut is the Acidic Slime. I mean, I know it's not an elf. It's the only card that is not elf-based or green-based. He's in here for if somebody's using a lot of non-basic lands and I see they're focusing on their non-basic lands, I will sideboard these in. And your non-basic lands are toast as soon as I get one on the field. Yet again, I don't care if people leave comments on here. I'm pretty comfortable with this deck, except for I would like to have 2 Fauna Shamans. If you have a comment or you can tell me where to put what you would take out for the 2 Fauna Shamans, that would be great. But thank you for watching. I will have the deck list post in the description. I think that's about it. I should have more deck lists up after this. Right now we're working on a Goblin deck and a Soldier deck. I've got the Goblin deck list already drew up. It'll probably take a little bit of work on it. But and the Soldier deck is almost. I haven't even got the deck list drew up for it yet. Just having a little bit of time, having a hard time trying to find the right cards I want to use. Because we have a tournament coming up next month. So if anybody has any good deck suggestions, you can comment on this video too, or send me a message. Either way. The other deck we're wanting to get, if we're not going to use Soldier, we want to use Mirror. So I mean, if you guys can help us on that too. Thank you for watching. See you later.